Yo, yo. Getting started a little early. Just hang out before we dive into it. I need to see, how loud is this? Is the music too loud? Hold on. No, I think we're okay. I don't have like any AC in here, and it's actually kind of hot. It's hot tonight. First of all, look, clean shaven. I got a couple of scratches from the shaver. I'm still alive though. I'm trying to look clean. But I thought we just chill for a few minutes, let everybody get in here. Might even get started a little early. Sounds like some Ninja Turtle stuff right here. Let's change it up. Let's go to our little ambient noises. I don't know if you guys saw, but I went to Mabry Park with Jax today. And dude, the weather was awesome. I hate hot weather. I hate summertime just because I hate sweating, but today was really nice. We got on the playground and hung out for a while. But man, like after like an hour, hour and a half in, I had to say there's probably at least 30 or 40 families there. It was packed. It was packed. What's up, Lola? What's she doing over there? She's just staring at me. I'm trying to figure out, like, on my screen, you know, I'm streaming to y'all, it seems really bright, but, like, in the actual stream, I feel like it looks kind of dark. I don't know, maybe it's just my phone. I didn't make my coffee tonight either. Shame on me. Also, don't forget, still messing with the new microphone tonight. I'm right next to the washer and dryer, so it's going on right now. So if you hear like a it's my washer and dryer, okay? Just know that I'm wearing clean clothes. So be proud of me. Hold on. Why does that do that? There we go. Yeah, I don't like that. All right. How's everybody's weekend? If anybody's even in here in the chat, say hello, please. We'd love to hear from you. Or I can continue to talk to myself. Let's see what some hip hop beat sounds like. Oh, it sounds like we're about to get hardcore. For those who just came in, we have not gotten started yet. I just started the stream early. All right, whatever that means. All right, so we're talking about workout splits tonight. How to create them, what you should be doing, how I feel about it, what even are they? So let's get started about what workout splits really are. This music just isn't, the vibe with this music just isn't flowing with me. Just isn't. We're going back to ambient, baby. It's kind of like Mulan music. I like it. So workout splits, if you don't know, are how you break up your workouts throughout the week. Example, Monday, upper body, Friday, lower body. That's a split. Now, tonight, there's a lot of things you can go over with workout splits. I want to go over that. I want to tell you right now what we're not going to go over. We're not going to go over, man, you should do biceps with back. You should do triceps with chest. You should do squats with hamstrings, because I think a lot of us don't really know exactly what that means. So I just don't think that helps. I kind of want to simplify what I think a workout split should look like in terms of, you know, going to the gym, certain exercises. Hold on. Might be a little too loud for me. Oop. There we go. So let's talk about the beginners. When you create a workout split, I think like the term workout split, and you Google it, you go to bodybuilding.com or you go to getfit.org, whatever it is, they'll say this is the perfect split for a beginner, intermediate, advanced. For your beginners, I like these, okay? Because I think when you first are getting into the gym, it's important to kind of just get in the flow of things. So usually workout splits that you find online for beginners are actually well done, I believe. They focus on the compound movements like bench press, squats, deadlifts. They're usually full body, which I like too, because if you're a beginner in your workout splits, most of us who are beginners, let's go ahead and say 1 to 2 days a week, right? Let's just say 2, because you probably need to be doing at least 2. For beginners, 2 days a week, full body is great. And let me tell you why. Because if you were to do an upper body on Monday and then lower body on Thursday or Friday, you're going 7, 8 days or 6 or 7 days before you hit upper body again. So for you beginners, that especially those of you who have been doing full body or thinking of doing full body, I like the workout split of 2 days a week, full body, because that way you're not giving your body's able to recover and you're able to continue to progress because you're stimulating those muscles again. If you were to work out on Monday and do your upper body and wait 7 days, your body's recovered, you're not really pushing it, and you just don't really see much progress. So a workout split that you find online, or for those of you who just been doing kind of full body stuff, 2 days a week, I love it, okay? I love that. The stuff online is good. I just want you guys to focus on 3 things. Compound movements first, right? This would be like your bench press, your squats, and your deadlifts. When you do this, you want to make sure that you're hitting a bench press, like for your upper body, a squat for your lower, and then that would be a second point. Your third point would be if you're doing a second lower or a second day of full body, I would still continue to do like a bench press and then a deadlift instead of your squat. So I guess that's just 2 things. But full body splits, the ones you find online that focus on those compound movements 2 days a week, I really like. Now, everything else, I'm gonna be dead honest, I don't really like workout splits that I see online or I see people talk about saying this is the best one. And this is after you've gotten started. So this is not for the beginners. This is for like people who've been training. I think workout splits is kind of a fad after you hit the beginner stage where people are like, this is the one that you see progress. This is the one where you get bigger legs. This is the one you get a bigger upper body. Everybody's got a different body type. Everybody's got different strengths and weaknesses. And I think once you get past the beginner stage and you've been in the intermediate stage for a little bit, when you create your workout splits, they need to be determined based on where am I weakest? Where am I not seeing progress? Rather than, okay, this guy on menshealth.net said I should be doing bicep curls 4 days a week, but I'm squatting once. I just don't like it. I think workout splits are a fad. I think hit your full body as a beginner, intermediate, start to learn, okay, my push-ups are getting better. My squats are getting better, but my deadlifts, I'm still weak. They are still difficult for me. We need to be adding more things to help us with those deadlifts or performing the deadlift more during the week. I know it's a lot to take in, but I guess my main point is that I do not like looking up online a workout split that says, hey, this is the best one for this, and just doing that. I think as you continue to grow in your fitness journey, you need to have the mentality to learn, where's my body getting better and where is it getting worse? You know, am I seeing progress in all areas? For me personally, I used to always follow other people for workout splits. It wasn't until probably like 3 years ago I just started making my own. And man, I'm scorched in here. I'm like literally dying. It's so hot. But I used to always follow other people's workout plans, these splits, because they promised results. And man, sure, like maybe my shoulders got bigger and stronger, but my squat didn't get any better. I was squatting 5 days a week or every day, and I could never gain any strength. And so what I should have done is change my workout split to maybe not as much volume on legs, but focused more on doing accessory work. And that's another thing I want to get into. So when you're doing workout splits, I see a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on these accessory movements. And you're like, what in the world is an accessory movement? All right. So let's talk about okay, let's say you do bench press, okay? That's a compound movement. You're using a lot of muscles to do the bench press, like your arms, your shoulders, your chest, even a little bit of your back, all that stuff you're using to do that movement. Now, something like a tricep push down where, you know, you grab the rope or something on the cables and you're pushing down to work the back of your arms, that would be an accessory movement. It's a single muscle group and it's not using multiple. And so what a lot of people will do is they'll spend a ton of time on accessory movements and little to none on compound. And so again, I know that might be difficult for some people who are like, I don't even know what fitness is. Bench press, squats, deadlifts, and I'm not talking about you have to get under a barbell, but dumbbell bench press, goblet squats, like we talked in one of our live streams with a dumbbell, deadlifts with kettlebells or a dumbbell. It doesn't have to be with a barbell. These movements use multiple muscle groups, and I would really focus on those, right? And then do accessory work after. So you're like, okay, so how do I come up with a workout split? Lola, chill. So if I were you, and let's say you've been doing a full body routine going twice a week, eventually you're going to hit a point where your body's not really progressing because you need more of a stimulus. So you need to add another day in there. Instead of looking up online on what is a good workout split for me and just listening to somebody else that doesn't know who you are, I would think, okay, my bench press for dumbbells, I used to do 10 pounds. Now I'm doing 20. I'm doing 25s for 4 sets of 10. Okay, that looks good. I'm seeing results. But my squats haven't gotten any better. Well, maybe on an extra day that you go to the gym, have exercises planned where you do a different variation of the squat, work on your hamstrings, your calves, do some, what are they called? Leg extensions. I know this sounds very simple, but people don't like simple. They're like, that can't be right. But when you figure out your workout split, Stick to those 3 main movements I talked about: bench, squat, and deadlift. And in the areas you are weak, when you add another day in there, focus on those areas. Okay? Now, let's say you're doing very well in all categories. Your deadlifts are looking good, your squats are looking good, your bench is looking good. Then, sure, when you do a workout split, have your cardio day, have your accessory day where you just work on your glutes, because I know you ladies like that. That's completely fine. But usually, in most cases, people aren't excelling in all 3 categories. They're usually slacking in one of them. And so I think regardless, if you get into the gym, you're gonna see results, right? You're exercising, you're getting stronger. But when you really want to see like a good amount of progress, when you really want to like take care of yourself from a full body perspective, I don't just want bigger glutes, I want my whole body to be strong. Don't look online where it says, hey, do biceps and back on Monday, do chest and triceps on Tuesday, squats and hammies the next day. Like, if your squats are lacking, add another day in there where you help work the muscles that will make your squat better. Or change a variation, do a different variation of the squat and do it that day. And so when it comes to workout splits, don't take this the wrong way. It all kind of works. There are just better options for you based on where you're weak. So for those of you that do bicep curls and triceps, like me, okay, 5 days a week, but you squat once, there's absolutely no way that your lower body is excelling as good as your upper body. And so beginners, if you want to look online, get a full body routine that focuses on those 3 main movements, awesome. Other than that, learn your body, learn what areas you're weak in, and add extra work to those areas. And so that can change monthly, okay? So that's why there's not one workout split that works the best. But primarily, like, you know, I'll pull this up for you guys so you guys can see a little bit. This is bodybuilding.com. I think this is like a website most people would go to. So that's why I pulled it up. And it has it's got some good information, but I do agree with some of the things that it says, like a whole body split for beginners. So that's full body, right? 2 days a week. Don't worry about the sets and reps. That's another conversation for another day. But then after you've been a beginner, you've worked out a couple days a week for a month or 2, then I would do an upper body and lower body split. As long as you're going 3 to 4 days a week, remember, because we don't want to do upper body on Monday and then not hit it again until the next Monday. That's just too long. It's too long. This is where things get like a little crazy, right? So none of this right here is bad. Like, this is good stuff. Does it work? Yes. But for example, if you do this chest workout and your chest is doing great, but gosh, that's 6 days a week too. But yeah, your chest is looking great. You know, back, biceps, legs, chest, shoulders, triceps again. Like, you could make this day, let's say you did legs and you're lacking, or you can make your back. So slow down, Jared. Do this, legs, chest and shoulders. But when it comes to back and biceps, like, you don't have to waste a whole nother day on that. That could be like glutes and hamstrings. Like, if your glutes are really lacking when you're squatting and your bum never is sore, maybe start focusing on making your glutes stronger rather than working your back out twice. And you don't need to be going 6 days a week. So I think this is kind of complicated. I should have probably wrote this out a little bit better. But my whole point is, this split, sure, it'll work. You'll see progress. But it's not going to help you in the areas that you're weak, because it's choosing what you should be doing for you, where I think everybody after the beginner and slightly intermediate stages should be learning, like, where are the areas am I weak? Where are the areas I'm not seeing progress? And I need to add more workouts to those areas. Boom. Right there. You know what I'm saying? And the big thing too is like I said, you want to do it that way. You want to focus on the areas you were incredibly weak. And then you don't want to make all of your workouts, you don't want to make the majority of your workout accessory work. You know, you shouldn't be working on your glutes for 45 minutes, but your squats took you 3. You know, it just doesn't, that doesn't make sense. Now, if you're doing like a second leg day, sure, that would help. But your main movements should take the majority of your workout. And so when it comes to, let's try to break down this. So if you're doing a 45-minute workout, I would say 20 to 30 minutes should be based on doing your squats, doing your bench press, doing your deadlift. And I'm not lying to you guys. I think like, I don't think I've ever been this hot in my entire life. Like I'm sweating so bad. Maybe I'm just nervous. So I already know, like, based on how I've talked tonight, I think because I'm so hot, I think a lot of you guys are like, I still have no idea what to do. So let's break it down one more time. If you're a beginner, 2 days a week, full body, both days, focusing on bench press, squat, and deadlifts, both times, I would, okay? When you go into the intermediate stages, break it into 3 different days: bench day, squat day, deadlift day, okay? When you start adding more days into the week, of more than that, then add accessory work, extra accessory work, but to the areas you are not progressing. You should not always be doing bicep curls. If you did Monday, Wednesday, Friday for your main movements, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday should not be bicep curls. You know what I'm saying? It should be focused on the areas that are lacking, and obviously your cardio too. Does that make it easy? So am I dissing online workouts? No. Am I saying you shouldn't listen or shouldn't follow any online guides? I'm not saying that. But if you want to see the best results, you need to listen to your body and adapt to it. If your squats haven't gone up, if your range of motion in your squats is absolutely terrible, why in the world are you doing upper body 4 days a week and lower body once? And there are some online workouts that are like that, some workout splits that are like that. So I think it's mostly a fad that I used to be in, where people will say, this is the best workout split for you to see results. And again, for anybody who has never worked out before or has only been working out for 2 weeks, I mean, anything you do, you're gonna see results. But this is for like people who are like, I'm in it, I'm invested, and I wanna see the best amount of growth or the most amount of growth in my full body, to where I'm stronger, I'm healthier, my range of motion's great. I'm speaking to you that you need to listen to your body. You need to think, okay, what is not improving? And that needs to be your focus. I think that, you know, the fitness world tries to make things just super, like, they don't make it simple, but they want to say, this is the answer. And it's never just one answer. Our bodies are always adapting. Our bodies are always changing. Stresses, anxiety, stuff like this. And so if you do the same exact workout for years and years and years, I just don't think that's making the most of your time, making the most of your potential, right? So does that make sense to everybody? And again, I want to reiterate, I got nothing's wrong with doing extra glute work or hamstring work or bicep curls. Nothing's wrong with that. I just see a lot of workout splits that will be like bench press, 3 sets of 10, and then it's arms. And like, bench press helps work your arms. So why wouldn't you give the most amount of time and effort to that, you know? So full body twice a week for you beginners. When you hit 3 days a week, you want to make sure you're hitting bench press 1, squats 1, deadlifts the next. And then when you start adding in more days, add extra accessory work for the areas you are lacking. If your bench press is suffering, make one of those extra days, push-ups, tricep push-downs, pull-ups, you know. I'm trying to make it so I'm not like talking to you like I'm I'm not trying to make it too scientific. I'm trying to make it super, super simple. I just don't want you to go to the gym and you do pull-ups, bicep curls, and shoulder press, no bench press, and then the next workout is just squats. It's like compound movements. If you're a beginner, 2 days a week, full body, I would do bench press and squats, and then obviously your accessory work after that. 15, 20 minutes of accessory work, go home, and then your second day would be bench press and deadlifts with accessory work. I hope that makes sense to everybody. I don't know why like that. I hope I explained that good. My main thing is accessory work should not take the majority of your time. It shouldn't. And you should always be adapting. Your workouts should always be adapting. Try your best to, and it's good to make mistakes, man. Like I did too. Like when you work out, start learning like where are the areas that I really kind of suck at. If your range of motion is terrible in your shoulders and you can't bench press, focus on that. Focus and have an extra couple of days where you work on that. Don't just do bicep curls on those days just because a website told you to. Like I said, the majority of your workouts should be the compound movement, bench press, squats, deadlifts. Those should be your main concern. I don't care if you're doing with barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you like, sandbags, do them. I would show you Lola, but she's literally in the corner, so you can't see her. But, if you're also like, gosh, I've never been to the gym before. I think that's what, I would push you to come to Zingler Strength and Conditioning so we can teach you and get you going. But I think it's really important to get knowledge from somebody who's in the field rather than Googling just a workout. And even if you just go to the gym and you do whatever, I'm proud of you. I think that's awesome. But I'm mainly speaking to those who've been going to the gym. They've kind of past the beginner intermediate stages, and they're kind of like, I don't really know what, if I go to the Zingler Strength and Conditioning 3 days a week and I want to go to the gym on my own an extra day, what should I do? This is kind of for you guys, areas where you're weak, focus on those every single time. Just because you think doing tricep pushdowns will help you get rid of some flab on the back of your arms, please do not spend 45 minutes doing those instead of working on your squats. I just think workout splits are a fad, man. I think that it's easy to say, yo, pay me $15 and I'll give you this awesome workout split. Don't tell me anything about what you've been doing. I don't even know your name. I don't know how long you've been lifting. Just do chest and triceps and then do squats. See progress. No, it's and that's what I try to do, at the gym here too. For my one-on-ones especially, of course, wherever area they're lacking, if they're coming to me more than 2 or 3 days a week, we're definitely hitting those accessory movements that's going to help them in the areas they're lacking, or their strength isn't improving, or their range of motion is just not on par. But in the groups too, as a whole, if I see people are starting to, their shoulders are hurting more, or maybe we did a lot of quad focus last month. I want to do a lot of hamstring focus this month because now I know our quads are probably doing really well. Maybe our hamstrings are slacking a little bit. So always be adapting, always be looking and seeing what am I happy with, what am I not happy with? The worst thing you could do, like I said, is Google, just follow that, whatever it says, and then neglect where your weaknesses are. Plain and simple. Don't make working out so difficult, I hope that makes sense. I think the last 15 minutes I made a lot more sense than the first hour, however long we've been talking. So, but I hope that helped you guys. I'm going to break it down just one more time, just in case anybody came down here late. I don't like workouts workout splits on Google. If you're doing 2 days a week, full body, baby. And make sure you hit bench press and squats one day, bench press and deadlifts another. Okay. 3 days a week, split those compound movements up and add accessory work, bench press, squats, deadlifts on those days, add accessory work. Okay. If you're doing extra days besides that, make sure you hit areas where you are not doing well in. Boom. And hey, if your hamstrings, your quads, all that's looking good, and your squats ain't going up, add another squat day. Don't just make an accessory day, make it a squat day. You don't got to Google that. You don't got to pay someone for that. Learn your body, listen to your body, see what's progressing, what's not progressing. Range of motion's huge. So that's what I would do, man. I think workouts or just workout splits are just another thing where people are just trying to gimmick you and sell you money. Now, again, if you're working with someone, I should state that differently. Don't just Google and find a workout program. If someone is making that program for you based on your needs, where you're at, what you've been doing, that's entirely different than just Googling on bodybuilding.com, awesome workout split that makes me huge, you know? So yeah, definitely go with someone who knows what they're doing. Ziegler strength and conditioning, okay? And don't buy into the fads. If you're on TikTok, you're on Twitter, Instagram, they're like, yo, do these workouts on leg day and you'll be taken care of. Like, no, stick to the main movements, okay? But anyways, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I know I did. I'm so hot in here. I'm not taking another shower. I appreciate you guys being here. I love y'all. If you were watching this at another time, I love you guys too. Please leave a like, a comment, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Now remember, Wednesdays are different now. I'm working a little bit later, so our Wednesdays are at 8 p.m., not 7. So if you're here at 7, you're going to be waiting a while. But 8 p.m., be here or be square. I love y'all. Have a great night.